Breaking news, President Trump not committing to a peaceful transition of power after the election if he loses. Let me play for you what he just said.
There's been rioting in many cities across this country, red and your so-called red and blue states. Will you commit to making sure that there is a peaceful transferal of power after the election?
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. You know that I've been complaining very strongly about the ballots, and the ballots are a disaster. Get rid of the ballots, and we'll have a very peaceful. There won't be a transfer, frankly. There'll be a continuation.
The ballots the president is referring to there are apparently mail-in ballots, which are going to be a big part of this election. So that's just the fact, right? So they are going to be a part of it. They're not going to go away. And of course, there has been no evidence that they have had any vulnerability to fraud. Out front now, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. And I appreciate your time, Senator. So I just want to read the back part of the question from the reporter was, will you commit to making sure there is a peaceful transfer of power after the election? Trump answers, we're going to have to see what happens, and then continues to raise his unfounded fears on ballots. Your response?
Erin, President Trump is not a dictator, and the American people will not allow him to be one. This man has no honesty, honor, values, or faith in the American system. He doesn't deserve to be president, and hopefully he will learn his lesson.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Mark Milley, as you know, said in September he doesn't see the military playing a role if there is a dispute over the election outcome. But we're talking about scenarios here that none of us, frankly, can envision, right? This is all stuff that we thought happened in distant American history.
Yeah, of course.
How do you see this playing out?
Well, the way I see it playing out is the American people are wedded to democracy. We believe in democracy. And the kind of thing Trump is talking about just will not happen. One way or another, there'll be a peaceful transition of power. And President Trump will not get his wish. One thing I'd say to the American people, vote early, and the best way to prevent Donald Trump from messing around with the election is defeat him in a landslide, and that's what I hope will happen. It certainly should, given the kinds of things he said.